Oh, hello. It's me, Dave from before. Dave Hill from Show Business. Dave Hill, arguably one of America's greatest criminal minds, both the solving and committing of crimes. Anyway, welcome to the Crime Blotter, wherein I take a look at some of America's so-called lesser crimes, which just so happen to have taken place in Northeast Ohio, where I'm from. But are they lesser crimes? I actually don't agree with that at all, even though I'm the one that just said it. Thank you for joining me for yet another incredible episode of the Crime Blotter, what I believe to be America's #1 true crime podcast. Sorry, I just blacked out for a second. Anyway, as always, I want to thank my Patreon supporters. Patreon.com, where is it? Over here. Patreon.com/Mr. Dave Hill. If you would like to support the Crime Blotter, as well as me and my plot for world domination, and my just general desire to buy treats for my dog Lucy, which is really the main thing I do in life. I'm a dog activities coordinator and a treat giver. So please support my Patreon, patreon.com/Mr. Dave Hill. Again, it's right there. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I don't know why I said button like that. What's going on with me? Anyway, let's get into it. Some amazing crimes today. So amazing. I'm going to drink some coffee out of a thermos, because that's what detectives do out in the field. Oh, God. Still hot. This first one, Lucy's had enough. She's had enough of crime. The headline reads, "Your food truck lunch might be a little late." File under, don't get me started. This is from the Strongsville Police Blotter. Traffic complaint, Royalton Road in Strongsville, of course. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure that's true. Anyway, this one's what I like to call, in the true crime business, a doozy. On January 17th, wait a minute, isn't that roughly? Actually, I got nothing for that. It's mid-January. January 17th, the driver of a food truck, you heard me, food truck, called police to report traffic congestion. I get it. You're driving a taco truck. Maybe you sell potato skins. I don't know. You're driving a food truck. You think, I better call the police and report traffic, because that's what reasonable people do. Anyway, she couldn't get out of a Royalton Road parking lot. The woman was concerned that she wouldn't be able to deliver her food in time. Okay, I was a little harsh. Now I'm getting it. She asked for an officer to stop traffic in the curb lane so that vehicles could exit the quote-unquote, that's right, I'm quoting the food truck driver here, bottlenecked parking lot. An arriving officer said traffic was flowing. Okay, all right. So, sounds like the officer shows up. They're out there in Strongsville. Strongsville, by the way, idyllic, fairy tale suburb of Cleveland. Or is it? No, as I've just, there's congestion, there's bottlenecking, there's food trucks not being able to deliver their food in time. What kind of food? Would have helped me to know, sure. Maybe it was Korean tacos. I like that sort of a mashup of flavors. There's an Indian taco place down the street from me that is delightful. As I'm talking about it, I think, hey, maybe we'll have that for dinner tonight. I don't know. It's really good. My point is, Strongsville, Ohio, Helltown, bottlenecking, also maybe lying food truck drivers. I don't know if the officer showed up and was like, what are you talking about? Traffic's flowing. All by way of saying, I'm completely enraged. Let's move on from this disgusting crime. We go Strongsville all the way over to Avon Lake. Wait, Dave, isn't your friend Art Gibbs from Avon Lake? Doesn't he live there now? I think he does. I haven't talked to him in a while. Anyway, thief sneaks Pokémon trading cards while store owner and I hope you're sitting down for this. When I first read this headline, I almost threw up. Thief sneaks Pokemon trading cards while store owner is in bathroom. This one was confusing to me because I always confuse Pokemon with Pikachu. Is Pikachu a character within Pokemon? I don't know. More questions, I guess. This is theft. Walker Road. Walker Road out there in Avon Lake. Avon Lake, as it sounds. Paradise, great place to raise a family. Nothing ever goes wrong in Avon Lake, does it, Dave? What the hell do you think? Yeah, exactly. I think so. On January 20th, you're like, wait, Dave, isn't that just 3 days after the bottlenecking in Strongsville where the food truck driver wasn't sure if she'd get her food delivered in time? Yeah, it is actually. On January 20th, I repeat, a man stole about $170 worth of Pokemon trading cards while the store owner was in the bathroom. The restroom, it says. I don't know why I said bathroom. What's going on with you, Dave? I'd like some answers. At least, okay. So that's the whole story. So this is an open case. So we don't know anything about the man. Did they catch the man? What did he do with the playing cards? Is he some sort of Robin Hood, robbing from the Pokemon trading card store guy and giving it to, I guess, people that don't have Pokemon cards? I don't even know how Pokemon cards work. I guess it's because I'm too busy being sweet at guitar to play Pokemon. Whatever. It's not a big deal. Yeah, so it sounds like this guy's still out there. Will he strike again? Maybe. Maybe at the store owner has to go in the restroom. This is the thing. You own a store that sells Pokemon trading cards. What sort of business is that? Is it a card store? Is it a game store? Is it some sort of store that combines cards and games? Sounds like it might be. Out there in Avon Lake. Doesn't say the name of the store. At least it's not like the crazy yoga place in Orange. I forget that place. Helltown. But yeah, you gotta go to the bat. What I would say, hey, if you're living in a lawless Avon Lake, well, just keep a Gatorade bottle under the counter. Pee while staring that guy right in the eye and be like, yep, taking a leak while you're definitely not stealing Pokemon trading cards. You son of a bitch. Anyway, sorry. Got a little riled up there. Oh, kind of flying through the crimes today. Apologize. This is probably the shortest true crime podcast out there in the true crime podcast game. That's because I gotta get out in the streets, as we all do. But maybe you're driving to work, listen to this on your commute. Maybe you're doing dishes. Maybe you're having sound. No, I was gonna say, you probably don't listen to this while having sex, or maybe you do. It's none of my business. Live your life while listening to me report on crimes. Is it erotic? Yeah, probably. Okay, let's keep going. This headline, you're not going to like this one bit. At least she didn't back into a gas pump, it says. Where's this from? The Orange Police Blotter. Isn't that the town with the yoga studio where all sorts of hell breaks loose on the reg? Yeah, it is actually. Glad you asked. The driver. Okay. See, this is, I don't even. Hang on. Oh man, there goes my clean rating. Hopefully I can edit out that F-bomb that I used because someone rang the buzzer. Sorry about that if you heard that. The dog started barking. We're back. Oh my god, what happens? Somehow, usually I'm the only one home during the day, it seems, in my building. And so the delivery guy rings my bell so I can get everyone's packages. Do I like it? No, I don't actually. Anyway, my point is, let's continue. As I was saying, this is a weird thing. Okay. This is nuts. A Okay, where were we? Damage to property, traffic stop, drunk driving, a lot. This is Chagrin Boulevard. This is an orange again. Still, I'm sorry. Sorry for that pause while I had to go get packages. Was one of them for me? Yeah. Okay, fine. A patrol officer parked across the Shell True North gas station late January 29th. January 29th, Dave, isn't that just 9 days after the Pokémon cards got stolen? Yeah, it is actually. Glad you asked. Like I need reminding. A patrol officer parked across from the Shell True North gas station late January 29th watched a Chevrolet Equinox back out of a parking spot at a high speed of rate, striking a cement pole in front of a gas pump. Okay, I'm listening. 2 occupants then got out to check for damage before leaving the gas station, with the officer also noticing 1 working headlight and no visible registration. Okay, fine. Who has visible registration? No one. Anyway, this led to a traffic stop, as well it should have, with the driver, a Cleveland woman, admitting to drinking a 24-ounce can of Ice House beer. Okay, I have follow-up questions. Who drinks Ice House beer? Well, this lady, clearly. And hitting the pole because she was not looking in her rear view mirror. I don't think you could have seen the pole in the rear view mirror, lady. That's just my medical opinion. When asked to perform some field sobriety tests, the driver said she was ambidextrous, with carpal tunnel syndrome in both hands. Her term was equally handed. I believe she means ambidextrous. Equally handed, who says that? A drunk lady. Arrested on suspicion of drunk driving, she was taken to the Solon jail, where she registered over... I don't know why she went to the Solon jail if she wasn't she in Orange? Where she registered over the legal limit of 0.08 blood alcohol content, parentheses, BAC as it's known in the biz, the crime business, on her breath sample. She was charged with operating a vehicle impaired, parentheses, OVI. BAC, OVI, what does it all mean? Okay, anyway, as well as for the headlight and plate violations. This woman's probably doing 25 to life, based on everything I've just read. She and her passenger were then given a courtesy ride to the extended stay south in Orange. Okay, so I like that. Sort of a happy ending. They got a ride to back to their hotel. I don't know what happened to the vehicle. Did it say it was impounded? I like to say impounded like that. Lucy's about to start whining about something. She's like, what are you doing? I'm reporting on crimes, Lucy. It's important. Trust me. Okay, Lucy, got a couple more. Lucy doesn't like crimes any more than anyone. I mean, I love them, but anyway, okay. This is the last one, and then I think I have to take Lucy out to take a dump, maybe? She's jumping up on the couch. Man boards up home. Okay, this... I gotta say that I feel like we have a strong episode here, by the way. By the whatever. You're gonna love this one. Man boards up home believing he's trapped an intruder in basement. Thank you. Highland Heights Police Blotter. Highland Heights, isn't that where Soja Music was? The guitar store used to go to as a kid? Yeah, actually it was. Thanks for asking. Highland Heights, Ohio. I believe there was a golf course there too. Oh, Highland Heights, nothing to see here. Keep moving. Yeah, guess again, you son of a... General Assistance, Colony Drive. General Assistance, more like Crazy Man Assistance, as we're about to find out. On February 3rd, a resident, that's right, brought a shotgun to the police station that he said had been left at his home when his ex-boyfriend moved out. I get it. Couples, they split up. Sometimes one leaves a shotgun behind. It happens. Whatever. Love's a funny game. He told police he believed that the Norton man had since reported it stolen. Norton, I don't even know what that is. It must be a town somewhere else in Ohio. You'd think if anyone would know, it would be me, but I don't know. Officers worked with Norton police. Okay, they called, like, hey, we're cops, you're cops, let's work this out. Officers worked with Norton police and were able to return the gun to its owner. And to that I say, oh good. nothing crazy is going to happen now. Around 3:15 a.m. the next day, the resident came to the station, this time to report that firing pins were missing from his guns. Okay, so the ex-boyfriend brings the gun to the cops. The other cops give it to the other cops. The cops give it to and then the boyfriend gets it back and he's like, my firing pins are missing. Someone's been messing with my gun. I have an idea. Why not? Don't leave your shotgun at your ex-boyfriend's house. That's rule number 1 in life, basically. He also said he believed that someone was... Okay, this is when it really heats up. He also said he believed that someone was currently, that's right, in his basement because his dryer was not working. I think that's the first conclusion you make when your dryer's not working. Someone must be in my basement. Not that, I don't know, there's just a problem with the dryer, but be real suspicious. I think that's the best way to handle it. Officers went to the home in the 900 block, that's on Colony Drive, I believe, but had to enter through a window because the man, 31, had boarded up the doors. That's what reasonable people do when you're inside your own home. They found nobody inside the home. Okay. The man agreed to be... I guess I should be empathetic at this point, but I'm also entertained. The man agreed to be taken to a hospital for a psychiatric evaluation after he suggested that someone, and I'm so mad at someone, whoever did this, that someone might have spiked his marijuana with methamphetamines. What are you gonna do? It happens. Yeah, sure. We've all been there. Officers removed not 1, not 2. Were you gonna guess 20? Because if you did, you'd be right. Officers removed 20 guns from the home for safekeeping. Oh, I'm glad they finally were like, hey, we returned his shotgun, but hey, why don't we remove the 20 other guns? I don't know. And yet I can't stay mad at him. I hope he's doing better wherever he is now. Lucy's lying down behind me. I don't know if you can see. Those of you watching in the futuristic video format, she's my sweet baby girl. Anyway, I'm going to call this an open case. It doesn't stop. Who knows what sort of antics this guy's getting up to now, wherever he is, somewhere out there. My point is, thank you for joining me once again for the Crime Blotter. If you would like to see my sweet dog Lucy have treats, me get the hair care products I need, and be able to keep doing this incredible #1 podcast, true crime podcast in the world, probably, Crime Blotter, please support my Patreon. Patreon.com/Mr. Dave Hill. That's patreon.com/Mr. Dave Hill. And thank you to those of you that are already part of the magical Patreon empire, world, secret club, secret society, clubhouse, whatever, street gang. And subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. People like to say that, and I like to also. Subscriptions. That's where it's at. Fun times. Anyway, thank you. This has been the Crime Blotter. Until next time, watch your backs, watch your rooftops, and most of all, be careful out there. Scary world.